So have you ever found yourself making a crocheted square and you're able to get the straight edges, but this bugs you? This bugs me. It is a straight edge, but we still have this little, basically it's our chaining stitch or our turning stitch, and it comes up on both sides. So I started doing a little bit of research and a little bit of practice, and I found a technique that avoids this little bit of a bubble at the end. So if you're working blankets and scarves, you really nice have a nice clean edge. And this technique, I think, will give you a really nice clean edge. So I'm going to go ahead and back it out, finish out this last row. So here I am. This is just a single crochet. First thing is you really want to make sure that you get into that last stitch, which is right here. Going to go into that stitch just like you normally do, and then just do your chain one. Now normally when you turn your work, you're going to chain one because I'm doing a single crochet, and you're going to turn your work. And the reason that you do the single crochet is that you want to lift the work so that it gives you a nice straight line and you don't get that kind of rounded edge. All right, that's what we normally do. And then you go into that first stitch. So this one that you just made, this turning stitch, doesn't actually do anything. It's not actually a stitch. Unfortunately, you end up getting this little bubble. So here's what I'm doing instead. I'm going to go ahead and back out of my work, go back to that last row, and show you what we're going to do. So now I'm going into that last stitch, just like you normally would, right into that single crochet, doing the single crochet, and I'm going to turn my work. But here's where the secret comes in. Do not do that turning chain. Instead, you turn your work around. And then you just want to give a slight lift. You don't want to go up nice and you don't want to go up high. You want to just come down a little bit. You want to keep your tension. So I'm giving it just a little bit of a lift, and I'm going right back in to that first stitch. I'm not doing that turning chain. Then I'm going to go ahead and go across my work as I normally would. Single crochet all the way along. You can do this with a double crochet as well if you want to. Instead of chaining two, you would just make that end loop a little bit higher. I've seen some stitches where they go back and forth into that ending stitch, that chaining, that turning chain. I don't actually like that. This one looked a lot easier to me, and it gave me this really nice crisp end side, which I really enjoyed, and it looks really nice, and it's so easy. So here I'm coming up to the end of my row. I'm going to go ahead and I have two stitches left. You can see right here, there's one and two. So I'm going into this one stitch here, single crochet, and I'm going into my last stitch, single crochet. Now, there is no turning chain. I'm just going to turn my work, giving just the slightest bit of lift to that stitch. This is too much, just a little bit of a lift. And I'm going right into that beginning chain. So I'm working every stitch. This also helps if you are one of those people who ends up increasing or decreasing your rows because you can't quite figure out which is your actual last stitch. You don't have to worry about that. You just go into that one stitch. There's no turning chain stitch that you have to avoid. It just makes it so much simpler to me. So let's go through it one more time. I'm coming up to the end of this row. Single crochet all the way along. Here I'm coming up to my last three stitches. You can see the bars right here. There's 1, 2, 3. Or if you don't see that, you can always turn your work to the top and then you can see your stitches right there. So I'll go in and do here's 1, here's 2, Here's my very last stitch. I can see it right here and I can see the bar right there. I go into that stitch, single crochet, but there's no turning chain. I'm just going to turn my work around, just go a little higher on that stitch and go right into that first stitch and pull it out and go all the way across again. Coming up on that end again. And then I'll show you the differences side by side. Here's my last stitch right there. You can see it. It's just going in under both bars like you normally do. And then you just turn your work and you make that loop just a little bit larger and you go right into that stitch. Now, if we look at the two together, you can see maybe it's subtle. To me, I see a difference. So here you've got this really nice flat edge right there, and here you've got a little bit of that bubble. And if we look at the other side here, we'll just turn the work around. You still have this little bit of a loop right here on each end, but you've got this really nice finished crisp edge right here. Okay, so there you have it. This is what I found to give you really nice crisp edges when you're doing crochet. You can do this with a double crochet, a single crochet, even if you're doing crochet ribbing, triple, whatever it is, you're just going to increase the size of that stitch on the end, but there is no turning chain. This is it with a turning chain where you can see the little ribs right there on the end, and this is it without. To me, it's just a nice, cleaner look between the two. So comment below, let me know if this works for you, if you've tried it, if you think it looks better, or if you think you don't. It's just a little trick that I found, and I was really impressed and wanted to bring it to all you, my friends. Thanks so much for watching. This is Kimberly with Knit for Brains, bringing you more tutorials, more reviews, more podcasts, more fun. So stay tuned. Tell your friends to come on over and check us out. Kimberly with Knit for Brains. And as always, I'll see you soon.